Okay guys, we're here with Wheelz. Now we weren't lucky enough to catch him for an interview. I just want to ask him a couple of questions. What stage in your life did you decide to take the plunge and drop off for a ramp?
Man, I started in skate parks when I was 8. My brother was a BMXer and he was a big influence for me to get into it. And I'd always watched like your hat got me thinking Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I was watching Star Wars, that's where I got my inspiration. But I was watching X Games and like I was just always so pumped on it. And just figured, I've got wheels, I could jump them too,
Now what new tricks have you been attempting in the lead up to this new regional show?
Man, I've been doing front flips and back flips and just trying a whole bunch of different stuff in the foam pit. And so for the show this weekend, I'm going to be doing a front flip. Pretty pumped.
And do you have anything that you're like working on that you're actually, apart from this show, any big things that you want to do in the near future?
Most of it is classified information, but I will tell you, I'm working on more stuff with like mega ramps and stuff, like outside of skate parks. But I want to do some new stuff on mega ramp and get a little bit crazier with that.
What can people expect from the show that if they've never seen it before, don't even know what Nitro Circus is, but they've heard about it, and what can they expect from the show?
They can expect to be amazed. Like when people leave the show, they're just so pumped up, and like there's a lot of stuff happens throughout the show. Like there's a basic show plan, but it varies like every night. Like people trying this or people getting upset and wanting to try something new, or whatever. So it's pretty cool to see just like how real it is, like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Now you're such an inspiration to a lot of youngsters, including my young one over there. Now, do you have any words of inspiration and where is a good starting point for kids who want to get into the extreme sports?
Well, I feel like, the main thing is with everything, it takes a lot of work, like if you want to do something or whatever, but you just have to stick with it and keep trying, like even when it gets tough, like, you won't get it first try, but just to keep sticking with it and put in the hours, and just, really if you want something, you can do anything, you just have to put in the time and the effort,
Yeah, good stuff. Who did you see doing tricks and you just thought, I want to be like them, or where did your background come from?
My background was mostly from watching X Games, and watching all that gave me all these crazy ideas. And actually his name's Chad Kagi, he's a pro BMXer.
Yes.
And I've been lucky enough to tour with him, so pumped, just to be in his presence. But like watching him ride X Games was always like pumping me up and motivating me. And then when Travis did a double backflip on his dirt bike, I was like, I could do that on my wheelchair, and like just like that's how it all started, was watching X Games.
X Games and Travis, eh?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, I don't have any more other questions, but I just wanted to just let you know about this. My son watched Nitro Circus in 3D for the first time. We had to get him ramps, we had to get him everything, the little tech decks, right? We had to get him motorbikes. Now he was really upset because he didn't have a wheelchair. He didn't have a wheelchair to jump and pretend like he could jump, to pretend to be Wheelz. Now, what he did, this is the imagination of a 4-year-old, is he went in and he grabbed Professor Xavier figurine out of his room, pulled Professor Xavier off the wheelchair, grabbed the wheelchair and started actually doing tricks with the wheelchair, pretending it was you.
That's awesome.
Isn't
that's
it?
So, and that's like my main goal through all this, is just to change the way people see the wheelchair, because right now it seems as if like wheelchair in people's eyes is more of a limitation, or like a medical instrument, and it's like being on a wheelchair means you're disabled. But like in my eyes, I think people need to see the wheelchair as something cool, like something fun, like a BMX bike. Like it's something that can be completely awesome. It's just like how you perceive it. And so like if I can get people to think of the wheelchair as something more of a positive than a negative, I think that's my mission right there.
Yeah, I think you're doing well at it too, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, so you got something to take away on tour. Alright. Thanks very much for your time, mate. Thank you, Wheelz.
See you, bud. That's so cool.